I'm not saying anything. I probably should. Gamers? Are we gaming? Are we feeling like gamers today? Are we feeling like gamers today? I'm opening up YouTube. Does it say I'm live? Okay, I think it does. Waiting for a Melon's message in chat. That's gonna be my confirmation. That's gonna be my go-ahead. I mean, I opened up my own stream. It sounds like I am. So quiet. We can work on this. We can work on this. I don't even know how well you'll be able to hear this, so I'll put it in a text file. But in case you can't hear me, what is quiet? Me, the game, or both? Am I quiet, the game, or both? You were a little bit so quiet that it didn't hear you other than in what I was watching while waiting. Okay, so it sounds like it's just me, but not the game. Okay. Chat isn't even appearing on screen. Why is chat not appearing on screen? That's not the biggest issue here. Dun 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 dun. Both, but like hearable. I don't know what all to do about that or why that would be the case. I get that the game might be different because I'm doing this like it's a different setup than usual. But I don't really know why it might be. Just in case it is, I'm gonna get my phone and see what the stream sounds like. Just so we can figure out. I'm now opening my stream on my phone. I think it might be a you issue, yeah. Like, my phone's at, like, 2/3 volume, 3/4 volume. And I can hear myself perfectly well. So I think that's a you issue. I'm sorry, Melon. Hey, as long as everything's good on my side. Obviously, not really. The quiet is still bad for you. But at least it means I don't have to deal with any more freaking technical difficulties. Right before the stream started, I thought I'd have to pick between you guys hearing the game or me hearing the game. It sounds better on your phone. Forgot how quiet this laptop is. Alright, that's all it is. Nice. I thought I was going to have to pick between me hearing the game or you guys hearing the game. And then I thought that I was going to have to pick between having a face cam or the game. And obviously, I was going to pick the game. But no, we're good. We can have the face cam and the game. We can both hear the game. Even if Melons is struggling a little bit. I don't know, maybe if you have headphones, you can plug it in and like turn the volume up on the headphones. Maybe you already have headphones in, I don't know. Ahem. I got you. Let's get that text off the screen. There we go. No more melons. No, not that text. I said, there we go. No, come back, YouTube chat. I guess hiding and unhiding it deletes what was already there. Okay. Well, you won't exist until you say something else. Okay. I think everyone is good. We're here at my headphones are at max. Oh, lovely. The laptop is just really quiet then. We're here at my new jank stream setup at Grandma's house for the summer. I don't actually have like a TV or anything my Switch is plugged up to. My capture card is just plugged into my Switch and then into my laptop. And there's no output, so I just have to watch the game on Streamlabs, which I usually do anyway, so totally fine with that. The audio, I had some troubles. What I had to do, originally the plan was to plug my headphones into the Switch so I could hear, because, when the Switch is docked, you can't hear it. It doesn't make any sound. So I had to plug my headphones into my Switch to hear my Switch. But it turns out when I do that, the audio can't then go through the capture card so you guys can hear it. So I thought I was going to have to pick one. But I have my headphones plugged up to my laptop right now. Technically to my microphone, which is plugged into my laptop. But I then have in Streamlabs, not that you can see it, but I have this setting in my Switch audio source that is outputting the volume through Streamlabs. So I'm listening and I'm playing and hearing the game through Streamlabs. It is a little bit jank, and I love it. We are playing Danganronpa today. We're going to finish the 4th trial tomorrow at the same time as this stream, or maybe an hour later. I don't know. Somewhere in the near 10 to 11, 9:30 to 11:30 at the most range. Deltarune! Because Deltarune is tomorrow! Did you guys know that Deltarune is tomorrow? And I'm so excited for it. And we're going to be streaming it on Wednesday, and then most likely on Friday, and then on Sunday, either Deltarune or Date Everything. And we'll see how many Deltarune streams are needed next week to beat Chapter 5. I hope to beat it by the end of next week, which should be pretty doable. But before then, we are going to wrap up this Danganronpa trial, which I am very, very excited about. This is, like, probably my second favorite character who has died, because all my favorite characters just have to get murdered. Notice none of my favorite characters are the murderers. Just message you when I'm free tomorrow, so whenever you want to stream it. Woohoo! Okay. The stream will be... I'll probably start at, like, 9:45, even though... No, 10:45. I forgot. The chapter releases... Yeah, no, the chapter releases at 11. My bad. I said 10 or 11, I meant 11 or 12. But it sounds like Melons is free. So it will be at 11, probably more like 10:45. And so just so we can, like, get the stream started, get excited. Deltarune tomorrow. I'll probably just have the game open playing, like, that boss rush mod that I played in my 7-year anniversary stream, because I love that mod. I am closing in on completing it slowly. They really aren't. Rest in peace, Sakura. She was murdered. It was a locked room murder, as Kyoko is calling it. Sorry, I'm just gonna take a sec to breathe because I've been yapping for a few minutes. In Celeste's defense, she's a girl boss, so that's so true. Your Honor, she was a girl boss. Air. Hydration. Yum. Alright, today we are going to try to solve the murder of Sakura in Trial 4 of Danganronpa. We're going to investigate and do the trial all in today's stream. Hi Kyoko, shout out Kyoko, hell yeah. She seems to have been poisoned, I believe. No, I don't think we know that. I think that's just my assumption. I believe she was hit in the back of the head somehow. She was just revealed to be the spy for Monokuma, shockingly. Monokuma seemed to be, like, manipulating her somehow or other. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Definitely poisoned. Or maybe that's too obvious, I don't know. In terms of who did it, at this point there are 6, technically 7 people alive, but we still haven't met the 7th one. It could have been them. It obviously wasn't Makoto. It could have been Byakuya, but I doubt it, because I just see him being the bad guy later on. Yasuhiro, he's kind of more of a get murdered guy. Not a, he's more of a get murdered guy, not, a murderer guy. Kyoko, again, probably gonna survive till the end. Could be wrong. Danganronpa likes mixing things up. I highly doubt it was Hina. She must have had some really good reason for it, like Sakura promised, like she and Sakura promised something, and she, like, hates herself for it probably, but it was for some sort of greater good. Toko is my main guess, and not Genocide Jill, but Toko. I believe Genocide Jill would not kill anyone unless it was in her traditional way, but Toko totally could. And then there's just an obvious motive for just about anyone, because she was the spy from Monokuma, even if she did reject him. But, you know, a lot of people, Byakuya included, probably don't think she actually betrayed the spy, and that is just some ploy to get us to trust her, to give us more give her more information so she can give Monokuma more information. We also learned that the headmaster is most likely the one behind all this, and that this, like, it is the employees of the school who are behind this. It's not someone who just took over the school. I do believe that that is what we learned. So if we can defeat the mastermind, the headmaster, we should be in here. It's just a question of how the hell we do that. And we can't break through doors, and we're gonna have a hard time doing that anyway with Sakura out. I think it was clearly Junko. Clearly. How would you spoil me like this? I'm going to snipe you. Alright, let's get into it. Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
That's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first is when the locked room was created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits their crime, then through some special methods seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
That's what I was thinking. The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh?
In other words,
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
however,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can cross that one off the list.
it's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, and when the door is opened, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible, maybe.
it's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked
In other
room?
words,
By that I mean, there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. There's a fifth kind, and when the victim is the one who locked the room and is the killer. And again, I don't think that's the case. That just doesn't fit Sakura. She would want to do everything she could to make up for what she did wrong, to protect everyone. I'm not crossing off suicide. I don't think that's what it is, though. It's just an option I want to keep open. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality, it's generally not possible. And you think we can cross that one off too? I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then, Kyoko, which of those 4 seems the most likely in this case?
it's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. You see, the way the killer set up the locked room, until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Is the killer in this locker? No, it is opened. Huh? The locker's open. And they're on the inside. It's a handprint?
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and it left a handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? That's kind of what I was thinking when Kyoko was explaining that. During all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
But it's not likely. Or it's just not possible, according to Kyoko. Why not?
Hey,
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then the killer broke out of the room, came in with us, hid in the locker, and then got back out of the locker! It all makes sense now! What does this handprint mean? Locker handprint has been added to the truth bullets. That is a really good question, Makoto. Hell if I know. Was that us that broke that? There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room. Looks like a poison!
So,
Looks like a protein drink. Never mind. And it's empty. Someone could have poisoned the energy drink, actually, obviously. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. No, protein's good! I spent like $60 on protein the other day. Don't say that it's not good. But it wasn't real dollars. It was just gift cards that I got from donating blood. So it's not real money. It did not actually cost me anything. My bank accounts did not go down. But still, this protein can, it's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab has all kinds of health stuff. She must have gotten this from there.
Just a second.
That's strange. What is it?
Hey.
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. There must be parts of the window I broke to get inside. Correct. But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. I knew something was off about that. Something wasn't sitting right with me there. Why does that matter? The frick do you mean? What does that matter, Makoto?
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue? I'm not sure I see how. Empty protein drink has been added to the truth bullets. That doesn't make any sense, because presumably the protein drink was already on the floor before we broke the glass. Perhaps the murderer was keeping that on them so that no one could find the evidence. And then as soon as they entered the room with us, they dropped it on the floor and tried to make it look like it had already been there. That's my thought. Kyoko is for real carrying. Chair. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on it. In other words, there's no reason to think that the chair had anything special done to it. I feel like that's important to jot down.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. Go away. He's not even trying to hide how much he despises me. I'd better go before he crushes my soul completely.
However...
But for Sakura to have been killed... Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight. But there is no evidence of a struggle.
It's true.
She certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how is the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right? Certainly, they would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her.
What the heck?
We already know who did it. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. Okay, even if you are right, which you probably are, but even if you are, like, we need to figure out which one. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Let me help you. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. Okay, that's actually pretty important. That's actually very important. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her here in the rec room by noon. By noon. Hi, Aoi. Oh, Aoi. By noon, the Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happens. If I'd stopped her, by force even, you couldn't have done that, Hina. This never would have happened. Hina. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. Aoi's account has been added to the truth bullets. But the fact that she asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying, it might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Exactly. Where are your notes at? There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her here in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true? I did receive a note to that effect, yes. What fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? I think I believe that Byakuya thinks that. So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Byaku's account has been added to the truth bullets. I don't know if I believe that he didn't see her at all, but I don't think he's the one who killed her. The other two are probably somewhere else outside the room. There were 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure, each holding a chess piece. Could that be a Deltarune reference? Chess theory? Even though chess theory was confirmed deconfirmed a year ago? I don't know if that's the king or the queen. I'm gonna go with the king. So the queen is missing. There's the bishop, the rook, and the pawn. So the knight is missing, and the queen is missing. Sorry, they went to Deltarune. They put king back here in his little prison, though. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those figures inside the bottle?
So...
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? Everything is Deltarune. Everything! Everything? Everything. Every man. Every man? You don't even know who that is. No one really knows who he is. He just shows up now and then. He's just some wacky little guy. If I'm not mistaken, one of the only 2 characters to show up in Undertale, Deltarune's Light World, and Deltarune's Dark World, until Toriel and Undyne showed up in the Dark World. Until then, I want to say Icy too. I might be wrong about that. We're not Delta Yapping now, though. I'm not Delta Yapping. Delta Yapping, there's so much of that to be had tomorrow. But today, it's Danganronpa. Why are the 2 bottles missing? Is this significant? You've never seen that? Oh, yeah. Maybe I have.
In other words...
What the fuck you mean maybe? The fuck you mean maybe? If I remember correctly, this will be really embarrassing and a waste of time if I'm not remembering correctly. But I want to say... the second button. What's the first one? I want to say there was a ship in the bottle here. I might be wrong. So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Okay. How the hell is that going to be important? Oh, there's blood. That's significant. The same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds here. They really make you work to click on some of these. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Magazine shelf bloodstain has been added to the truth bullets. Because my assumption so far has been that she was poisoned and then just hit on the head to make it look like she was attacked. Is this the blood she threw up? What's this note? This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Ah, that's... Protein bar. Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well...
Well, yeah. I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. Thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to... Imagine if, like, the candy was actually some sort of, like poisonous, like, poison from the chem lab, and she thought wrong, and then that's what... I mean, obviously not, because there's so much more. There's the locked door. There's the hit in the back of the head. Maybe it's like... Maybe it's like a... It's like that one guy in, fucking Dr. Hero, I think his name was, in One Piece. If it's not Deltarune, it's One Piece. Where it's like Sakura knew she was gonna die, but she's like, hey, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna try to make it so it's not blamed on Hina. And maybe Hina accidentally killed her, which would be awful doomed Yuri. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Okay, she's eaten them before. Everything I just said is invalidated. Hina has eaten them and is not dead. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. So valid. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. That's gotta be important. You really like them that much?
I mean...
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they've lost all their flavor. No. Polka dot candy wrapper has been added to the truth bullets. She needs... I don't know what she needs. I'd like to say a hug, but I feel like that'd be almost nothing to her right now. She needs therapy. She deserves it. It's around 1 o'clock right now. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura died around noon. So roughly an hour ago. Is that when Kyoko and I were moving alter ego? What's that? There are shards of glass scattered around the chair Sakura was sitting on. Is that what someone hit her in the head with? Wait, one of the bottles! Definitely one of the bottles. The glass is all red. And these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. I don't see a Monokuma laying around though. And there were 2 missing bottles. There is a Monokuma. It's a Monokuma figure. Why are those 2 different entries? It feels like I'm finally starting to make sense of things, little by little. But where's the other Monokuma bottle, the queen one? The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Part of me wants to say that Sakura wouldn't go down just from that, but no matter how strong you are, getting hit in the back of the head with a glass bottle, that's not gonna kill her though, surely. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. It's so interesting when we walked in on Sakura's death. When we walked in on everyone else, it was like them laying on the ground or strung up or something. And it was like, you know, usually pretty bloody, pretty like, oh my gosh, and they had this horrid expression. But then Sakura was just sat there calmly. No shock expression, no blood on the floor. Just sat in the middle of the room. It was a little bit aura. I'm not gonna lie. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So, what could have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Status of Sakura's body has been added to the truth bullets. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Not a chance. But Byakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. But why would she? There's so much stuff scattered on the floor. There's glass, there's protein bottle, there's candy wrapper, there's a freaking Monokuma bottle. I'm not mean to talk to you. Kyoko, you got any idea?
Hey,
She was the ultimate martial artist.
certainly.
I think. No, there's more to look at in here.
Don't make me repeat myself.
What the heck? I won't forgive.
What else is in here? I have this button. Oh, I can examine the door. Okay, I kind of assumed that would just make me leave the room like it usually does. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Rec room door has been added to the truth bullets.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part. Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. If it makes you feel better to phrase it like that. She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Leave the area. Those other 2 probably went back to their rooms because they're useless in an investigation. I say that with love, hero. Yoko. Yotaka Ishimaru. Me. Byakuya. Mondo Sayaka. That's Toko. That's Junko. I press the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
Who's there?
The most negative aura I've ever felt. You have negative aura, Toko. Do you hear that? An aura of total decay. With love to Hero. What about your fave ever, Toko? Oh, yeah. Toko too. Her as well.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't
Genocide Jill.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
Is that possible? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
I don't care if it's a bad time or not. A murder happened. We need to solve it. Also, bad time, like Sans. Da 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 da. Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you. What?
Well...
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she'd asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? Ah! I just said 2, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her. But can I really believe her? Until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Toko's account has been added to the truth bullets. She also says she didn't meet Chihiro with Sakura, but her I believe less. Can I check out your room while I'm here? Nope. I feel like that'd be good to see if there's any evidence in there, but okay, wait, that was Yasuhiro. That's who I'm looking for. Press the doorbell.
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? I feel like when a murder just happened, was Hiro even there? Yeah, no, everyone was there. Everyone knows that this happened. He's just like, what's up? You need something, man? He's just like dapping us up, like, yeah, your testimony for the murder trial that all of our lives are in the balance because of. Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How'd you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened within you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. You're such a chill guy, bro. You're a little too chill. Kind of valid, though. What? When did Sakura tell you that? That's what I'm wondering. Oh, well... when she asked me to meet with her, of course. I'm thinking, went to meet with her because she passed out notes. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note. She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like, in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. Even Makoto, like, bro's like, look, I know I'm supposed to be, like, kinda dumb for the sake of the player figuring it out and having a fun gaming experience, but even I know that something's up here. I can't play dumb this time. So then you went and met with her?
You got it all
No,
wrong.
no way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then. While I'm not here, could you show me... Oh, where did I get the word not from? While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Ah, sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pushed his hands back out of his pockets. Pulled his hands back out of the... When he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Candy wrapper. That's hella sus. Okay, Hiro, you just got so much suspicion thrown on you.
What?
Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me. Okay, I'm very suspicious of you now. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Pocket trash has been added to the truth bullets. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? That's a great question. I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. I still feel like we should check the victim's room for evidence. Alright, let's go to the chem lab. Fourth floor? I forgot we were on the fourth floor. Damn. Music room. I forget if we went in there or not. Let's just TP to the headmaster's room. Let's just pop in. Yo, Hetty, what's up? What's up, my man? I'm bad at dapping people up. That's not really relevant. I like lay awake at night thinking about this though. That's not an exaggeration, definitely. I never know how exactly they want to do it, and I don't like it. Can we just high five? Well, hello there. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes, sir, I understand. Yeah, I'm good. This isn't my first time seeing this shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look. Oh! Looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it, although it looks like someone else already did. What is that? Chemical X! Someone was trying to make the Powerpuff Girls! There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I'd better not leave a footprint. These are footprints? And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out a floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer! With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen. Well, let's go! Chop chop! Okay. So I got to work, and before long, I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. Okay. Feels unnecessary. So, how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. I feel like the thing we take from this is that the chemical, whatever chemical is relevant here, was gotten from cabinet A. For me? So when you look at it like this, interesting. would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. Yeah, I didn't need the floor plan to tell me that. They came in, went straight there, did whatever they had to do, and then left. But then who, what, why, the spill? That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
They must be...
Certainly.
Makoto, are they yours? No!
What?
Okay, let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. That's a good thought, checking people's shoes. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. If my feet are too big... I don't really know. I know they have... do they have people's foot sizes in the handbook? They do not. That'd be convenient. If I had to take a guess at people with smaller shoes than me, Hina and Kyoko, my only evidence for this is that they are girls. That's not very good evidence. Unfortunately, but with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. And these prints are a really valuable clue. It doesn't necessarily mean that whoever's they are committed the murder, but they're very important nonetheless. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? Looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? Yes, in a minute. Chem A2. Definitely different. I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. This one's for mine, my bad. Melons, you have got to stop stepping around the crime scene like this. Go to your room like Hero would. Then this powder must have been spilled.
In other words,
That's right. It could only have been around the time of the incident. That is significant. If that really is what happened, it must be related. If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Source of the powder has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. Maybe get a little whiff of it, just see what's up. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. It's definitely different than the Monokuma bottles. I'm like Maya Ace Attorney, it just happens. Oops! Got accused of murder again. How could you go into the crime scene, land with your hands on the knife, while conveniently spilling bleach on every part of the knife, except the part with your fingerprints, but wiping off the killer's original fingerprints? How did you manage this? Also, it looks like someone left footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to be spilled right around the time of the incident. Hello! Welcome, we are Danganronpa-ing it. That's all I can tell for now. Footprints in the powder has been added to the truth bullets. Let's see, what's on this shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. I see Chem A2 there. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. Well, this is interesting. One of them is labeled C. Very, very interesting. And C looks kind of poisonous. I'm thinking someone might have swapped out her protein drink for poison. Huh? But wait! Hold it! There's one bottle that's labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? So, on this shelf is a bunch of stuff unrelated to the case. They're reagents, but simply they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh? I would get used to it. This is Byakuya. What, you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world? The words of a lifelong loser. Which, I suppose, suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can... Yep, section B. Nothing out of the ordinary here. On this shelf is... I only see C's. One look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. I should try to find out more about this shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A is dietary supplements, B has reagents, and C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from A. But what concerns me is that in Section A, there was a bottle with a label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there. Chem lab shelf has been added to the truth bullets. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should go back to the rec room. Nothing else here. Guessing you have nothing of use to say. Makoto, I admit you have a good eye for spotting useful clues, but you also need to learn how to make use of those clues. That's a very valid Makoto assertion. Alright, just gonna teleport. Not where I meant to go.
Hey.
Oh, hi. I'm getting a tissue real quick. I don't even have to leave the room for this. I'll stand over here so you don't have to get flame and blow in his nose ASMR. You're welcome. Oh, I accidentally got 2. Oh, frick me. Oh, no, it looks like it's still picking it up. That's great. Sanitizer because we love sanitation. Sanitation is pog. So Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me. I see. So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway.
Hiro is the obvious one, but he also might just be panicking and freaking out because he does that. I think he's lying, but maybe not. Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body. Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but don't you think you might need to actually examine her body? There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are still times... I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you...
So...
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. Ultimate Mortician? What? Sorry, never mind.
Hey.
It's very interesting. Is that vomit on her shoe?
Correct.
You see that yellow... No, it's yellow powder. We might need to take one of her shoes off. Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1.
Hey.
Next is the wound to her head. Look
It's
carefully.
true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain. It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 missing Monokuma bottles. But where's the other one?
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing. Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no traces of blood on either one.
It's true.
So, that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. The only blood on her seems to be, there's probably a little bit on her head that we just can't see, and then a little bit coming from her lips. Kyoko's examination summary has been added to the truth bullets. Can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that one off. With the sole exception of Satoru Gojo, of course. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Huh? This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident? If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is... Toko's name is written in it. I don't know! Maybe that's like a 1030. Maybe it's numbers, guys! Maybe it's numbers again! It's all in the numbers! The numbers! On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold, bloody letters. And it said, Toko. I guess you could read it like that too. Could this be a dying message? Or a setup?
Correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this?
So...
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message.
However...
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. And I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That says Togo, right? She's gonna latch on to this. Yeah, it looks like it. Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use that to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Magazine dying message has been added to the truth bullets. And finally, the bottles. I think Kyoko said she found, yep. Something new, something new.
Hey.
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention. You don't have to pay that much attention. I mean, unless you just know literally nothing about chess, which is fine. But if you, short of that, it's kind of obvious. Aoi ultimate jumper to conclusions. This is true. This is real. Hey, Kyoko, can you just tell me what it is?
So...
I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions, so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. I actually like that logic. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer? I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree? Monokuma bottle has been updated. Is that already the end of the investigation?
Hey.
Actually, there's one other thing about the bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? Experiment?
Anyway.
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya's not here, so...
then.
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the bottle pieces. And just as I finished up, sorry to keep you waiting.
So then.
Is everything ready? Let's get to work. So, What kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of the bottles. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done. You really like telling us that. First, let's compare the weight of 2 normal Monokuma bottles. You think it'd be a little different because the pieces are different sizes, but sure.
in other words,
Which means each bottle weighs about the same, which makes sense. The figures inside are basically the same and nothing else could really affect the
so
weight.
then,
Now, here comes the important part. But why is this important? Obviously it is, but why? Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there. Okay, then let's give it a try. And it's way heavier. Like, way heavier. The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought.
In
What?
other words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together.
hey,
And I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? She was hit on the head with 2 bottles, but that much I've already figured out. But we could clearly see the top and bottom of one bottle, but not a second. And where's the second Monokuma figure? Questions I don't know the answer to yet. Monokuma bottle experiment has been added to the truth bullets. Alright, Monokuma.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake.
Monokuma's
Should
voice
I
actor
do
is
it?
so good.
Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet,
Dude,
right?
I've never done 2 of these
Please
without,
go
like,
through the red
months
door
being
on
in
the
between.
first floor of the school.
Ding dong bing bong.
See you soon.
My best guess going into this is Toko. If not her, then Hiro. Obviously, Makoto is off the table, and Byakuya and Kyoko most likely are as well. Hold on, what'd he say? It's already time? The mystery of the locked room is only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. I'm already tired after talking for an hour. Deltarune tomorrow is gonna be tough, but also, there's probably going to be a lot more talking at the beginning of the chapter, because it'll be the festival and the Light World segment. I expect it's going to be a decently length Light World segment, like in Chapter 4. But then there's going to be battles, which will give me a bit of a breather. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Oh, hell yeah. I love that mindset. Happen to life. Don't let life happen to you. There are so few of us now. Everyone began to meet up one after another. And then... the ultimate martial artist. Not with the little smiley face in your text. A locked room murder mystery. Winky face. What the... Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. No one says emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive. I don't know if I agree with that, Monokuma. Here, let me just... No matter what, text, add source. Can I add in an emoji? Give me a second. Actually, no, I can just type it in like he was doing. I don't need an emoji. I'm gonna kill you. And then, let me make it so you can see that. Yeah. Just toss in a little smiley face. I'm gonna kill you. Can Monokuma lock in? Monokuma lock in never. Never seen before.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body, XD. This is just plain creepy. Are we good? How is this working? He's talking out loud to you guys.
Well,
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put a sad face, it looks super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends? It's just a strange question to ask. He's right, that does make it seem sad.
I can't wait.
Now then, please get on the elevator. Whoa. I'll see you all down there. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at
I
me.
don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean.
Or I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Almost a little too suspicious. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? I mean, whether you killed Sakura or not.
What the heck?
Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. We've kept making that point, but is it like, is this when the 17th, the 16th student is gonna, the 17th student is crazy. No, the 16th student. Is this when they're gonna make their grand entrance? The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know, and yet someone killed her. And that person is here? That person is one of us? I really wish we had tested everyone else's shoes on that powder. I feel like that would have been a very, very important clue. And it's probably Sakura's,
Don't look
but
at me.
I said it before and I'll say it again. It wasn't me. Not what I meant to do. I like hearing what everyone has to say. Okay, nope, never mind. I tried pressing B to back out, but we're doing it. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way towards the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear inside of me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. You're the 16th student? Melons are blue! That's crazy! We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close, and felt it begin its sinister descent. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower. How deep do we go? And as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The class trial will begin in just a couple short minutes. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Don't worry, I'm working on getting music here. I kind of forgot that I didn't set it up again after stream issues caused us to start slow. And now make it so you can hear it. There we go. Nope, you still can't hear it. Is that not it? What? Stream transit music. That. Okay. We're good. Poggers. Delta Rune. Delta Rune tomorrow! Sorry to interrupt, Pikafer Larkins? I forget what his name is. Yeah, Pikafer Larkins' Peak Night Peak soundtrack. But it's trial time. The doors opened once again. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault we're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again? Or will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so, the curtain opened for the 4th time. For a deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Do you want to save the data? Do you wish to overwrite? Yes. What do I have that I'm not using? I have a couple. During the non-stop debate in the Hangman's Gambit. I don't think I need that one. Ultimate Deadly. I don't think I need an increased time limit. May as well use this. What? Cost 2 SP. What? Yeah, I'm using 14 out of 16. So I should be able to use that. What? Are you stupid or something? I'm using 14 out of 16 SP. Cost 2 SP. I have 2 remaining SP. What are you yapping about? I'll just stick with what I have then. Class trial. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Is this when Byakuya interrupts?
If you can figure out
okay,
who
thank you.
done it, then only they will receive punishment. But
Burr.
if you pick the wrong
I
one,
want warmth.
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Whoa, deja vu.
Mm-hmm.
The one who killed Sakura was one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
You're just really hammering that home.
I had nothing to do with it.
I don't believe that.
I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina really is sure that one of those 3 is the killer. She must have some reason for believing that, because they hated her, which is not an invalid reason. Toko, Aoi, and Byakuya's account. So not heroes. Let's just remind ourselves of what those are. Aoi's is that Sakura wrote notes to those 3 and slid them underneath each person's door. Yeah, Hiro's definitely lying. He never went to see her and did not see her at all that day. Also claimed that she never went to see her.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
No, it kind of does.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
I think this
Low.
with Aoi's
That's about
account.
as low as you can get.
And don't worry, I remember this time that I can like absorb statements. I don't think I need to this time,
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
but I remember that it's a thing, and I remember the controls. No, that's completely miss. Complete miss. Did not even mean to shoot that.
It was one of you killed.
And what reason do you have?
Because you
I know like we're on like doing a trial for a murder right now, but damn, this song is bopping. No, no.
Low. That's about as low as you can get. One of you killed.
And what reason?
Okay, what's my
do you
actual
have?
strategy here?
You hated her.
Get it near the
Is that
end.
it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you
Shoot
have her
this one as
accusing
soon
us?
as it comes in.
That's low.
Damn it.
That's about as low as you can get.
This one's tough. Let's try and get between
one of
the
you killed-
white
What
noise.
reason do you have?
The
Because
purple
you all,
noise.
you hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
No. Wait, yeah, I got it.
No, it's wrong.
Counter! No, that's wrong!
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died.
Oh, I can't slow time. Oh, thank you.
So
I
there's
just
no
got done
doubt
saying
that
how I remembered how
One
this
of
game
those
works.
three killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Then does that mean one of them did it? Footprints in the powder, status of Sakura's body, and the pocket trash. Remind me of the status of Sakura's body.
All three of them.
She was found dead, seating in a chair, slumping forward. Traces of blood were found around her mouth, presumably when she vomited. However, there is no injury or indication as to why she would have vomited it. Where did she vomit it? Is that the blood in front of the magazine rack, or is it somewhere else?
There's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I
Yaku's
never
voice
went
actor
to
is
see
so
her.
cool.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
Pocket trash.
Come on.
Damn it.
There's no way.
That's
none
fine. I
of
kind of
you-
want to. I like hearing all the text anyway.
At least one of you is lying. The fact that Sakura, there's no way that's
It's the
one
third
of
to
you is
last.
I don't deny that I never went.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw.
No, it's wrong. Kira, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper.
That wasn't
remember?
paper.
It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's
Even
gotta be
Hina's
the
putting it
wrapper for the
together.
Candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy.
I love you, Hina.
So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hero, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura. It's the only explanation.
well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have
Forever
anything to do
ago?
with what happened to her.
Hina only just gave the box to her, though.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah,
Which was not
so
forever
I
ago.
must have got it sometime before then.
Hiro said can't be right. Because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. The reason I know that is... Yeah. Again, often the
not
multiple
sure
choice
about
questions
that,
are kind of
Hiro.
silly.
Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it. I mean, what I meant was,
Ro's not doing a good job of this.
oh, that's right. I did meet up with her in the rec room.
Oh, that's
Problem with
right.
that?
Sakura loved candy too much to share, clearly. Clearly.
But we just talked. That's all. I didn't do anything. You gotta believe me.
You're
I
acting
might.
incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
She always is. Both of them do. That's why these
Not
two are
just
so
normal
tough, because they're
hostility.
always
You're
suspicious.
the real culprit. I even have proof.
Okay.
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
Strange hero talk, but I
At
assume he
scene
means
of
the blood.
crime, she had written out Toko in her own
But-
blood, right?
How did you know this?
It was
Because you
her
were in your room the whole
dying
time.
message. Just like what you
Has
guys
any
were
of us
talking
ever
about
told
with
him about
Sayaka.
that? I don't think
That's
so.
true. I saw it for myself.
No, but how did he know
See?
this? Okay,
See?
this is
Toko
suspicious.
did it.
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hero, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Huh? Hold on. When Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message, it was on the magazine shelf.
Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right.
Christ,
Looking through the
Pavic
shelf,
Rook.
I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
I mean, I can't argue with that. No, there's an obvious problem with what Hiro said before. Make your argument. Magazine dying message, status for body, and pocket trash. I'm guessing it's the dying message.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem?
If this was anyone else, I would... No. I was about to say if this was anyone else, I'd be suspicious that she happened to pull that magazine. But I just remembered it was upside down, so of course it was suspicious.
What I said makes total sense.
No, there's definitely something wrong with what Hiro said just now.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message.
What exactly does it say? Magazine dying message. When magazine put back upside down. Let's assume they used their finger.
When Ogre's body was discovered.
Let's just try shooting this? Yeah, no, that was silly.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final
Might need
words.
to absorb a
What's
statement.
your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found the dying
How do we
message.
we can say that he probably didn't because of Hina. How can we prove
And
that
I
he
can
didn't
tell
see
you
it
when I
when we
found the
discovered
dying
her?
message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her
I wasn't
final
really paying attention to that
I said makes
one.
total
My brain
sense.
just kind of wandered there.
I can tell you exactly when
Alright,
I found
what have we got?
Ogre's body was discovered.
When Ogre's body was discovered,
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after
the investigation had begun,
I found the magazine tucked away on the
the
magazine,
magazine shelf.
When I pulled it out,
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Magazine shelf before the but like when we discovered her body after the investigation. There's definitely
I can tell
something
you
wrong with that
exactly
hero.
when I found the dying message.
Got
When
pocket
Ogre's body
trash,
was discovered.
which doesn't make
and
sense.
I can tell you when I found the dying
Status
message.
of her body, I mean, remind us exactly what that was. There's the blood, there was no injury or indication as to why. was found dead seated in the chair. Yeah, nothing else just seems relevant right now.
It was only after the investigation
Just
had
there?
begun.
Shoot! I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
I have one idea.
It was only after I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine.
Steal magazine shelf.
What's your problem? What I said
Because
makes
it's like,
total sense.
when the investigation begun, the magazine shelf was on the other side of the room. How'd you get over there?
Exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
Oh, it's gonna hit white noise, damn it.
It was only after I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out.
Fucking white noise.
What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered. No, it's wrong.
Counter! No, that's wrong! I'm so glad I remembered you could do that
When
this time.
Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, hero. When did you see the message?
Was he not there when we discovered the body?
Hold on.
That one was
You're
a weird
focusing
one.
on the wrong
I
part.
feel like
Why
we
does
didn't
it
say
matter
anything new
when
there.
I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer
Vienna
is.
sausage?
Toko.
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
It is interesting. No, never mind.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
There's a 30% chance that there's a 100% chance. No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Because her hands were completely clean, of course! I knew that that detail would be relevant. Okay, we're doing this now.
Show me the proof.
The fact that we're doing this against
Can't hear you, can't hear
Hero.
you. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right.
At least 30% right.
The occult is bullcrap.
It's looking like Hero did it.
The end is nigh. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Can't hear you, can't hear you. Give it a rest. The end is nigh. The occult is bullcrap.
I'm pressing the A button!
Can't hear you, can't hear you.
No, no, X! No, that was the wrong... Oh, no! No, I was so close! No! I was so close! It was actually me. I wrote the message. Melons are blue. You've got to stop doing this. Want to give it another shot? I'll give it a big shot.
I refuse to give up yet.
I actually almost had that one first try for the first time ever. I knew what I was doing. The difference is I'm just ass at the game. I can't pull out the, oh, I don't remember how to play it cards like I did before.
Show me the proof. Can't hear you, can't hear you. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is
I'm gonna take a couple of hits to reload
Show me
fully.
the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh.
I pressed X.
Can't hear you, can't hear you. Give it a rest. The end is nigh. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. Can't hear you, can't hear you. The occult
I'm
is
locking on. Oh, I don't have.
Show me the proof.
It's a lot easier when I can see it.
30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
Did I get him?
Show me
Kyoko's
the
examination summary. 100% without a doubt she wrote it.
This should prove it.
Kyoko's examination summary.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself.
Mm-hmm.
That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Mm-hmm. It's looking like Hiro's the culprit.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's exactly what happened.
What? That was what?
He
That was
admitted-
anticlimactic.
I figured as much.
Perhaps it's not actually Hiro.
Why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
Oh. Okay. this hasn't happened before.
Just let me explain what happened.
Okay.
I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it
Is he
said.
gonna claim self-defense? I mean, it doesn't matter in this court.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there,
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh, sure. Thanks.
and that's all she said.
After that, we
After
just
that,
stood there
we
in
stood
awkward
around in
silence.
awkward
Oh,
silence.
that's voice acting.
Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. Going to end
As
everything.
soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me.
Dude, she was just aura farming.
She was gonna kill me and make her escape.
No, can't a woman just aura farm in peace? No, she was gonna take on the headmaster. I'm so pissed at you, Hiro. The last chapter kind of made me like him more than I did before, and now that's just gone. He's such a fucking idiot.
So of course I freaked out.
I
and
actually
then-
fully believe this. This is entirely in character for him.
I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that.
But what about the second bottle? What about the vomiting?
Once it was over,
This
I
is
pulled
too
myself
easy.
together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
Not a totally unreasonable thing to do. But like, also it is. You're the fool.
Can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
I don't know. I think me saying it wasn't unreasonable. It's just the Toko, the anti-Toko in me coming out. Honestly,
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me.
Kyoko's
boil
gonna say
me,
that that's
do
not good
whatever you
enough.
want.
Maybe Byakuya will.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura.
Okay, Hina, calm down. But also, I feel like boiling him, roasting him, I feel like that would kill him.
You're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
This is too easy,
No.
too quick.
I think there's more to Hiro's story.
There's too many pieces of evidence
What
that
are you
haven't come into
talking
play
about?
yet.
What else could there be?
I don't know if Sakura was
There's
truly
one
killed
thing
by
that
Hiro,
Hiro's
even if
story
he
just
tried
now
to.
doesn't explain.
Someone used a second bottle and or a poison to really finish her off. But
And
ooh.
until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case
Hiro
closed.
2 cases in a row now is just being thrown under the bus. Why the magazine was
I
hidden?
got it. That's true.
That's a good
Everything
point.
You just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
Why would someone have moved it? Did Toko actually kill her and wanted
By
that
the time
evidence
the body
hidden?
was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
At least this time he threw himself under the bus. That's true.
I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
It's really easy to tell when Yasuhiro is lying or not.
He's lying. He's gotta be lying.
I don't
Yeah,
see
I'm
any
still sus
reason
of
he would
Toko.
lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
He just thinks he killed her.
Not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
What do you mean before and after? I mean after to move the message, yeah. He only 30% killed her! He only 30% killed her. That's so... So, there's no reason for him to be lying, because, you know, he already committed, so he left it sitting on the table. Someone else put the magazine back on the shelf. I don't know why he's saying someone was in the rec room before the incident. I think that someone was, I just don't see how that's relevant right now.
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine,
Toko. Because why would you
they
not
must
take that
not have
easy
liked
out?
what was written on it.
If, like, Byakuya went to kill her, he'd just be like, well, I can take this easy out, just blame it on Toko.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right?
Let it be known, she was the main one I was suspicious of. And I can see the game pulling me towards Hiro, and I knew he was suspicious, but I just really didn't think that he was the one who killed her. And that explains why he was so suspicious, and why I was believing the things he said, or rather, believing that he was lying, in a weird way. I believe that, yeah, he's lying about this. He thinks he did something wrong, and it's because he thinks he's the one who killed her. That's what I'm going with. I'm much more confident in that than Hiro being the one who did it. I mean, obviously at this point, I'm meant to be confident in that, but
Was he right, Toko?
I didn't even hear the last thing he said. I mean, I assume it's just, yeah, who else would want to hide it?
Why would I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
Don't
Who
doubt
a-
Hiro
you really
attacked
just asked who
Sakura with
asked.
the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean? What he
I knew that
means
had
is
be
that
not
Hiro
enough to do
isn't the
Sakura
killer.
in.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
I gotta admit, like, when we had the rhythm time, bullet time battle against Hiro, I was really surprised. I was like, I didn't feel like he was the one who did it, but I just kind of accepted it at that point, because it's like, why else would we be doing a bullet time battle against him? But doing a bullet time battle against someone who's not even the culprit, now that is a plot twist.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more,
One
it
bottle.
should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I still
I
blame
don't really
Hiro.
see why, but okay.
He's still a dumbass. Like, that hasn't changed. We haven't reached the end of this case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer, and I have to prove that. He only 30% did it. Oh, Chapter 2 Taka was the bullet time battle. Oh, I just totally forgot that. You're so right.
I didn't want to, but
Examination summary, dying message, Monokuma
I grabbed
file,
the
status of her
Monokuma
body,
box
yellow
and shot
powder.
nearby. And I hit over from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once.
Exactly.
Is that right?
That's why I pulled out her examination
Yeah,
summary.
just once.
It's gotta be this.
After the first swing, the bottle shattered. And she went limp.
And that's the reason that someone took
Isn't it
the
obvious?
second Monokuma figure, Toko presumably, or whoever actually killed her. The real killer took the second bottle, or is it not the second bottle, the second figure to make it look like it was only one bottle. That and the bigger pieces that made it obvious that there were two.
Hiro really is the killer.
Hiro hit Sakura, that's for sure. But this doesn't end there.
I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind.
And you only hit her once.
Yeah, just once.
That was ass gameplay, it still works somehow.
No, it's wrong.
No, that's wrong!
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
That's right. She had
Sorry, I did not mean to
2
skip your
separate
text,
wounds on her
Takakure.
head.
Yosuhiro,
And
whatever.
remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
Even Byakuya.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were
Yes,
4
and there are 6 in
Monokuma
total
bottles
because
left
there
on
are
the
6
shelf,
chess pieces.
right?
And there's also just clearly space for 2 others, even if
And
you
we
don't know
found
chess.
pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
That's what half of it was.
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle.
Why do you have to edge us like this?
But
It's kind of
originally,
obvious.
There were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the
Jam.
bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
Correlation between the bottles. I feel like it's starting to become clear. That connection must be... Oh, Hangman's Gambit. Schizo. Chess piece, yeah. Is it X? I have to hit it multiple times. Chet. Chess. Chess piece. Ah, I couldn't get to that eye. Chess piece. Piece like One Piece. I'm mentioning Deltarune in One Piece all that I can this stream, but then again, is that any different than usual?
Now I
Hangman's Gambit, my
understand.
mortal enemy. Chess piece.
That's it! The chess pieces!
Yes, Makoto.
Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was...
The knight.
if I remember.
The Roaring
If so,
Knight.
what's that mean?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain.
Yeah, this must suck ass for someone who doesn't know
In
chess.
chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And
Where's
on
the
ground
queen?
was the knight.
Oh, so
Ah.
the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Okay.
Hey, no, that's not what I mean. let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it
Thank you,
clear?
hero.
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
It was excited. Hero discussing what's important. As always, it was broken because
The
of the
bottle
weight.
must have been broken
What makes you so sure?
because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right.
You know,
We
sometimes
found
we're talking
evidence
like
that shows
this,
there was more than just
and I
one
expect it to
broken
just
bottle
like
at the
pull
scene.
up the evidence menu and we just pick a piece of evidence with this. Because, you know, Ace Attorney, that's how you do anything in Ace Attorney. But I forget that Danganronpa's like, no, things can't be simple. You have to play mini games, and I love it. I absolutely love Danganronpa for that. It's just funny. Oh, okay, that we are actually doing this now. We usually only do this like maybe once per chapter.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment.
I hate how he pronounces her name
We
Kyoko.
compared the weight
It's just
of the broken
Kyoko.
bottle
There's no
pieces at
I.
the scene to one of the unbroken bottles.
It's not Kyoto. It's not Tokyo. It's Kyoko. Tokyo. Kyoto. There's no I.
And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that two
Until you get to the
bottles were
other games, there are
actually
even
broken at
more
the scene
mini
of the
games.
crime.
Oh my gosh.
But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside.
It's like 10% murder mystery trial solving, 90% mini
But when they
games.
did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces. Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by Sakura's bowling some bowling aficionados. What even are the options in this game?
The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko?
Toko.
And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you
Yeah,
killed
don't
her.
take him too seriously. He flip-flops easily.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
Yeah, when you're wrong, it means you attacking Sakura brutally with intent to kill.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever.
That's smart, actually.
So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
Okay, would have mentioned this sooner.
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assume Toko was
I think you can hear the dog barking.
Figured
Don't mind the
everything
dog.
would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone.
The
Toko
locker.
had disappeared.
The locker.
You just now
But then-
decided to share that with us?
Surely Sakura would have said
Shocked
something
thinking
about
I
it.
killed someone? I forgot all about it.
Anyone else and I would have found
Someone
that
tightened
suspicious,
screws on his
but
brain.
I just
think
believe
he's
him.
from us.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she
locker.
found somewhere to hide.
What? Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
Stop projecting. No, it's not ridiculous at all. There's definitely proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room. A new element has been added to bullet time battle. We're doing bullet time battles again. And there's more. So far, you've probably been pressing the X button during your final strike without a second thought. Actually, no, I did hesitate last time and probably in previous attempts because I've been worried about if I needed to time it. But from now on, you're gonna have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your final blow. I won't be able to manage that under the time limits. You'll select it the same way as during the non-stop debate. Simply press the L button. Also, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, you'll have fewer bullets. But for educational purposes, just pretend you're set to mean regardless. We're going to pretend you're set to mean regardless. Just this once, okay? You're about halfway through the game now. Go you! Thanks, narrator! Well then, good luck and have fun! Back in the first game when bullet game battles were simple. Simple? This is simple? Okay, we're doing a second one.
It's a lie. I hate you. Shut up. No, no, no. It's a lie. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie. That's enough. It's a lie. I hate you. Shut up. No, no, no. It's a lie. I curse you. It's a lie! It's a lie! I hate you! Shut up! No, no, no! It's a lie!
I was cooking for a second there. Wait, no, this is the final strike.
That's enough!
Hiding in the rec room? The locker, the locker. Locker handprint.
This should prove it.
Oh god, I had like one heart left. They don't have the word thing yet. The word thing
Did you
yet.
know someone left a handprint behind on the
Okay,
inside
first
of the
try.
locker?
Let's freaking go.
They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Oh.
Dang, she just
Okay.
straight up admitted
Okay,
it.
A, you just did that. B, wow, Byakuya demanding that of her really made her...
Then you
Do
killed
it.
Sakura!
Imagine Toko
No,
didn't do it
I
either.
swear,
There's a
there's
third
no
attacker.
way.
Out with it.
I mean, there still might be poison involved.
Straight up again.
Wow, she really listens to him.
What do you mean, probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between
It
you
still
and
might not
Sakura?
be her.
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's
God.
note, I decided
Folded
to go
under
there
zero
early,
pressure.
So I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
I believe it.
Did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura.
But she wasn't covered in blood when we found her body.
Staring right at
I
me.
don't think she was.
When I saw all that blood, I fainted.
Oh
right
yeah.
there in front of the magazines.
Did she hit her head and that's
You'll
what that
remember
blood
what
was?
happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have
Genocide
to
Jill.
ask her.
Of course, it's about time we run into her. Convenient. Guess who's back?
It's your fault after all.
Genocide fucking Jill.
Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
I don't think
Well, to be
Genocide
honest,
Jill
Miss
did.
Morose and me don't actually share our memories.
Oh.
So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me away.
Hi, Jill.
Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes
I
to
get
see-
so, like, I'm so hateful and spiteful towards this mildly annoying, kind of weird girl. But then this psychotic murderer, I'm like, hi, Jill! And I'm just so excited to see her. That's strange.
Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible.
Sakura really didn't
She's
deserve
terrible.
any of
Thanks
this.
to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever.
Still not
And when
convinced
it was
that's what
all
killed her,
over,
though.
You collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman. If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master.
She wants to kill him. I mean, I guess that makes sense from what we've heard so
Go
far.
away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem.
That's what I was thinking. She must have been dazed from
Even
being
as
hit.
strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know.
It's your fault. And
But anyway,
fucking,
I'm
these
not
are like,
the one that killed Ogre.
these are like my
That's
two
good.
least favorite characters, and it's both of their faults. I hope they both go down. My opinion of Hero was just starting to go back up, and then my second favorite character, favorite currently alive character, until you know she was killed, just gets murdered because of both of them.
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
Huh? I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hero on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote,
There's
right?
still plenty of
Let's do
evidence we
this.
haven't talked about yet.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd. Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
Sakura just kept getting back up.
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted.
She is the best, and everyone was
Then
just out to
even this
freaking get her.
gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura. Make your argument. Kyoko's examination summary. Magazine dying message. Monokuma file 4. Status of her body. And yellow powder. Sakura was too busy aura farming. Real. Status of her body. Dead, slumping forward. Vomited blood. Vomited blood. Too close to the head. No blood on her hands. Dying message. From the yellow powder.
And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me.
I have 1 HP left.
Waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it. I smashed her good.
And where did the attack
Crazy
take
statement.
place?
Right where I woke up.
That's the problem.
I killed her there in front of the shelf.
Status of Sakura's body on that last one.
I was just sleeping, and all of a sudden,
Sakura is like literally the best ever because she survived both of these.
And where did the attack? Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
No,
And everyone is just out to get her. And it's all because they're idiots. She was literally going to save your asses.
found Sakura
I am
sitting
so mad at
upright in
them.
a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
Doesn't look like someone put her in that chair. Has to be it. The evidence that proves there was an... I didn't mean to press that. No, okay, we're having to present. William Afton has nothing on her the way she keeps getting up. On God. The evidence that proves there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf. The blood... I think I went too far down. That one. That could have just been from Toko hitting her head when she fainted, but we'll go with it not being the case.
Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stained by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right?
I'm not sure if she even could.
Well, to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
Not even close.
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room,
That's
still
true.
has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door?
Nope. Remember, it was open
While
when we
everything
peeked
was
in
all
the window.
confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
What are the options going to be this time? I saw it for myself. I was in the locker. I want to pick that one so bad. It's probably not even going to be anything special is the thing. And I can't save right now. And I want to save before doing that.
I got it!
I want to say that I was in the
Before
locker.
we open the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got to look inside.
The developers had some good fun with those options.
And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
then? Where was she hiding?
I don't know if she was hiding.
What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
She has no idea what's been happening.
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much.
My gosh.
You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along.
Makoto was in the locker!
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
There's another possible explanation. Maybe it's... Kyoto's examination summary, magazine dying message, Monokuma file 4, Aoi's account, yellow powder.
What was it that killed Ogre?
Didn't even need to switch evidence.
The weapon from Genocide Jill's attack? And what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Maybe this?
So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
We've got shot to the head.
What was it that killed?
If it wasn't from
Aoi
Genocide
says.
Jill's attack, then what was it?
Genocide Jill's attack.
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
I press X. Oh, there we go.
No.
No, that's wrong!
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
But I thought her head was covered in blood after
Well, I
Hiro
mean-
hit her.
Maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
Not likely.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
She was like a dentist, just
Chicken
open
there?
wide.
God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then
wide.
what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Finally! Oh my gosh!
Poisoned?
It took way too long for these words to be said.
That's right. This is the conclusion I've
Ooh,
arrived at,
I think I
and
can
so
let
there
you
can
make
be
cookies.
no mistake.
I smell something good. I think she said she was gonna make this today.
You're making me go all weak in the knees!
What did he say to possibly make that happen? This is the conclusion I've arrived at, so there could be no mistake. I'm not into dead bodies. I didn't
Is it
think
really
she was.
so
but
hard to
Yaki,
believe?
or whoever.
Then let me explain
Whoever said it
exactly
did.
how the culprit was able to poison her.
Okay, because I'm not gonna lie, the specifics are still beyond me.
Explain it?
Of
Oh,
course,
it smells so good.
If you don't.
Now I hunger.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
Listen to the crazy girl swinging
But
scissors around.
We're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
He just went to
There's
his
a big
room.
shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
I mean, I think I'm the one who found
Where'd
it,
you
but
find it?
The
section
shelf
A.
is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C.
Okay.
In section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. and in C,
Reagents.
a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Never
Well,
heard someone be so excited about
That's the
Section
question,
C.
isn't it?
Section
I
A.
got it.
Oh my gosh, we have
Was
2 hearts
actually
now.
in Section A,
We've been
wasn't it?
slowly healing.
Huh? You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it?
I
Why would
cannot
there be
believe.
a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
I can't believe. I mean, unless like somehow this takes a turn where Hiro like accidentally poisons Sakura, which I don't think is what happens. I don't think that at all. But unless that somehow happens, this guy is gonna survive another chapter, and he's an absolute dumbass. How is he gonna survive 4 chapters?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
He is very confident in this. We were all so shocked at what we were seeing. All we could do is stand there and watch. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever. He just collapses onto the floor.
That tastes awful.
Oh no!
It's
Master,
protein!
You're in trouble! You have
Shut
to
up.
drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
That's what you're worried about?
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
Clearly he's up to
Flavor
something.
certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Don't mind him, he's Aura farming. He is. It does go hard.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Choco took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her
This
tongue.
is... It's protein powder.
Correct.
He could have just said
There
that,
wasn't
but no,
poison
he
in
had
the
to
bottle,
drink it.
But harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder,
That C9 bottle that was
the
found in
poison that
Section
should
A.
have been in that bottle, where did it go?
The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that conversely, the poison must have been in, could it be? Sakura's protein shake. Hangman's Gambit again! Protein drink. I'm really glad the I is already there, because I don't know how to spell protein. I think I'm like a decent speller, but then when it comes to putting I and E on the right side of each other, I can never do that right. I never know if it's I or E, I-E or E-I. That sentence was hard for me to say because I'm locked into gaming at the same time.
Now I understand.
Complete.
The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in
But then
the
why was it on
poison
top of the
powder,
glass?
it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
But that's gotta have to do something with the locked room mystery, which we still have yet to solve.
Absolutely.
Perhaps
The
Sakura
contents
could
of
have
each
done it
container
herself,
were
even though it wasn't
switched.
suicide, but then why?
So the protein was
Because
in
it
the bottle
definitely
of
isn't
poison,
suicide at this point.
and
I already
poison
didn't think it
in the
was, but...
protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Sakura... Something at the scene. What? A protein
I
drink.
got it!
Yeah, not
You're
even sure
saying
that
they
was an
gave
option.
her a protein drink, right?
At this point, like, I think in the past I would have overthought that and been like, wait, was it like water? Was it one of the bottles? Is that where the second one went? But no, it's just the protein drink.
A protein drink which actually
It is that
contained a
obvious.
deadly poison.
Deadly?
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains.
That is like
So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
the whole bleeding head wound thing. You attacked her with intent to kill, and bleeding head wound thing is how you describe it. Oh, I wish it was you, Hero, because then you'd be gone and you couldn't fuck anything up anymore. I don't even know. I can't even hate Hero. I'm just kind of sad for him that he's this stupid. It just makes me sad, honestly. It's genuinely like I get myself motivated to work out because it means I can have a protein bar afterwards because I really like it. Because I got these really good protein bars one of my friends recommended me. They taste really good and they have like a bunch of protein in them.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
Bleeding head
For
wound.
real? Who was it?
This I'm not
Evidence
certain about.
revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
I get that there was the footprints and Sakura had some on her shoe, but why would she switch them herself? How does this show who switched the poison with the protein? It's gotta be the footprints, right? But then why is it on top of the glass? That's still weird to me. That's a powder, not a poison. That's this?
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point.
Was the thing spilled?
They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A.
I don't know why we
where I
needed the
found
map for
bottle meant
this.
for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind.
And they already had the poison?
And
Why
given
was that
how
bottle
clear the
spilled?
prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem.
Gotta love whenever Byakuya talks,
All we
Celeste's
have to
face
do
is
is
just
check
next to him
everyone's
dead. So is
footprints right
Chihiro's.
now. Then
Our
we'll see
favorites. Right next to the objectively worst person in the game. Actually, no, I think that's Genocide Jill. What?
The footprints. They're mine.
The footprints, though. I've been like hoping from the beginning that this isn't some sort of doomed Yuri.
I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
I don't know who to believe! This is the third person to claim to have killed her!
The footprints
But
were
surely
made
it wasn't
by a pair of
intentional.
sneakers. There was no mistaking it.
Yes, Celeste mentioned.
And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
I don't know. I mean, I guess me and her. I don't know, it might have been
Me
Leon.
and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains
And
why
he
you-
knows it wasn't us. I was like just off yapping, theorizing in my mind for a second. And then suddenly Hina's like, it was me. And I'm just like, what? I mean, I've been like aware, I've probably said it, you know, I've been aware of the possibility that she did it. But like, surely not, or at least not intentionally. Hey guys, I also killed Sakura. Dude, it's that one scene, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but it's that one scene from the end of Peabody and Sherman, like the movie, where it's like, Me Too, or whatever it was. I don't remember exactly what they say, but they're all like claiming the same thing, and it's like, if you're arresting Mr. Peabody for that, then you gotta arrest me too. And it's like, I'm just gonna, we all just step up. I killed Sakura too. I killed Sakura too. I killed Sakura too. Makoto, are they yours? No, yeah, we saw the scene.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
That's okay, I didn't either till I saw a meme about it.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial
She's been
began.
really focused on blaming it on
You
people,
were in an
even more
awful
than
rush
usual.
to get to the vote, weren't you?
Which she usually is, but...
This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
I don't
What
want
about
to,
it
it's
can't
like...
you believe?
Surely not. 2 other people have already claimed to kill her.
The two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her.
There's
She
gotta be
deceived
more
the
to it.
victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
That's not it.
Is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would
That's
you
my
do
question.
that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once.
She didn't confirm what he said, but...
And then
Hold it. I'm
Thank
not
you, Kyoko.
convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend.
Thank you,
are you?
Kyoko. I'm just not sure it was Hina, and if it was, it has to have been for very good reason or by
The game
accident.
you're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
Mm-hmm.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not
Which one? There
convinced.
were a lot of mysteries in this case. The locked
Are
door.
you talking about the locked room problem?
Yes.
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well, let me lean forward. I'm locked in.
that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
Bro, I swear we're gonna get to the end of this trial and everyone's gonna get
Impossible.
accused of having
She
killed
switched
her.
out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
He's being very defensive right now. And I've been kind of on the Byakuya and Kyoko survive until the end train, but also with a little asterisk and I'm like, yeah, I'm aware that this game messes with you sometimes. Like, you know, I was certain that Toka was the one that killed Chihiro, but then it was actually Byakuya, but then it was actually Mondo. So ever since then, I have, like, not been trusting any assumptions I have about this game fully. I've been, like, 80% sure they'll survive until the end. And usually Byakuya's... Usually he doesn't act like this.
Sure about that?
I killed Sakura
Ignoring the
too!
fact that I don't want to believe it. It just doesn't fit.
Everyone killed her!
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious. Too easy.
And why was the
He's
powder
right.
spilled?
It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was... I was just nervous. So... I
What are
didn't
you
notice I
hiding,
left a
Hina?
footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That
At this
doesn't
point,
matter.
I really don't know who did it. I still feel like Toko's on the table. I feel like Hina is still on the table, but just for reasons that we don't know yet. And I think Byakuya is officially on the table now. And that's half of the people here I'm suspecting. I've gone into every other case being certain of who it was. I was wrong in the second case. I wouldn't say I was certain in the third one. I was decently confident. She is. We love Aoi. I was decently confident in the third one. Fully confident in the first two. Wrong in the second one. In this one, though, I really just don't know. Toko is still my best guess, because I just don't see Byakuya dying before the end. But the game could totally just throw a curveball.
Please.
Well, I'll just,
I'd like to know too.
I just want to listen. We'll find out.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit.
That's suspicious, Byakuya!
There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to section C and
But there's no
got the-
footprints there! I've been
Is
like,
that when
this
you
bothered
spilled
me.
the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room.
And then just left the
But
poison in section
I
A.
accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to section C to get the poison. Then moved to section A to get
So
the
you would have
protein,
gotten
right?
sideways, but that's not where the footprints were.
Meaning you went from section C to section A. Do I have that correct?
Makoto figured this out before me.
Yeah.
Rare Makoto intelligence moment. Everything I say is just like memes. I love Makoto, and I get that it has to be like that so that the game is entertaining, and it is very entertaining.
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong
Now
with you,
are we
Big
gonna
Mac?
do the
You're being awfully pushy.
Big Mac? I'm sorry, did you just call him Big Mac? That's crazy. I don't remember what it's called in this game, but like this game's version of a cross-examination.
It's the same thing no
doing this
matter
no
how
matter-
many
or
times you
now?
hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
Byakuya hated Sakura more than anyone, now that I'm thinking about it. He really did. Until we figure it out. Until I uncover the full truth of this case. Big Mac. Lum dum. Source of the powder, footprints in the powder, yellow powder. Oh my gosh, powder. Chem lab shelf, Kyoko's examination summary.
First,
God, this is a long one. This is a very long one. Okay. The thing is, Byakuya is obviously a very significant character, so I guess it makes. I mean, this is a pretty like overall plot significant chapter because Sakura was the spy. So Byakuya going out on that note, I could see happening. But enough theorizing, enough thinking about things in a meta way. It's time to really figure out the details of this case. We've got everything related to the powder. We've got powder found on Sakura's foot, which is still not adding up. The shelf. Bottle of poison labeled as C had been placed in section A, but as we know, that bottle, as he demonstrated by drinking it, actually contained protein powder. And he was really confident drinking that. And I know he's a confident guy, but there's a broken bottle labeled Chem C4. powder on the floor seems to have come from this. The powder would have had to have been spilled after the incident took place, because it wasn't this morning. That's Byakuya's testimony, though. There's footprints near the leftmost section. From this, it can be assumed the suspect only had business in this area. And then what's the other piece of evidence? Kyoko's examination summary. I don't think that that's going to be relevant. 2 blows, no blood was found on her hands. Yeah, that's not a... It could be anything else, though. She grabbed the poison.
Spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from section C to
This has got to be it.
and that's where I switched the powders.
But why are you lying about this,
Once I
Hina?
was done
There's still
switching
so much
them,
we don't know about this case, whether it was
I
Toko,
put the
Hina,
bottle
or
filled with
Byakuya.
the protein powder back in section A. Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the chem lab. That's all there is to it.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
And this could just be Byakuya getting annoyed because he's confident he's figured it out, and he thinks we're all rabble.
First I went to that's when I grabbed the poison and you spilled some of the yeah.
I don't have a solid
I
guess
moved from
between
section
those
C
three.
to section A.
No, that's wrong! I feel like a lot of the recent cross-examinations have been really short, so I'm glad that one
You
was a
said
bit
you went to
longer.
get the poison from
Ironically, it's one of the ones
section
I
C,
solved the quickest.
and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C to section A. That contradicts what you just said.
What? Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Interesting way of saying that.
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your
Very
movements
intense.
in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to section A. So you never went to section C. Whatever you did
She
there,
only
it
got
only
the
involved
protein
section
powder.
A.
Well, you see...
What the? What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't
I've
the
never
only
seen
problem
Byakuya
with
like
her
that.
account.
It's just the question of, is it because Hina failed at doing something he put her up to? Is it because he's getting caught? Or is he just surprised that us rabble are figuring out the case and he isn't, even if he isn't guilty?
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit
Oh,
some new
that doesn't
evidence.
usually happen mid-trial. The camera spinning is
Evidence?
awesome.
Impossible, there can't be.
Bro, have you ever
Are
played
you
Ace
sure?
Attorney? This is like a normal thing in
After all,
trials.
you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
Byakuya
It was
is
hidden
crashing
inside the
out.
bottle of poison you gave me.
Oh?
I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
This is what it's like talking to you,
I found
Togami.
this. It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle.
I'm glad he didn't freaking drink
and
it.
The hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without
Glass
you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize?
Tell him, Kyoko.
Well,
Hell
then.
yeah.
Makoto, why don't you explain
Yep,
it?
yep, sure, yep.
Huh? Me?
But,
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that
I've never
shard
seen him
of
stutter
glass.
like that. Yeah, I was about to say, that's the only other light blue glass. And the bottle was found on top of the glass.
It's part of the window from the rec room door, right? The window?
This order of events doesn't make any sense.
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
Kyogo sent out Makoto!
Right. It must be.
Makoto!
Of
Use
course, that
mystery
leads to another
solve.
question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
Because this is the bottle of poison they found on shelf A.
What's so strange about that?
Everything?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? In the chem lab. Yes, the locker. It was hiding in there with Toko. Section A, because she accidentally left it in there.
the bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
Not
In
everything.
reality, that
But
bottle
maybe.
of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked.
Maybe there was some sort of mechanism to lock the room, but it just covered up its tracks?
There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in
Some
that
sort of
bottle.
glass breaking? I don't know what exactly.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab.
Hina couldn't have done it because she was there the whole time.
Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast.
Low-key, yeah.
I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked?
We can be certain of that. It was on top of the glass.
We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right?
I thought so, but...
If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here.
Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
He is fucking mad! The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened. Okay, the way the music transitioned there was sick. Empty protein drink. That's our evidence.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time.
I think he's genuinely just mad that us lowlifes, as he would say,
It
are
had
doing
to
better
be.
than him.
It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Oh, damn it, I missed it.
When
It
comes
might
to
have
that,
been the
there's not
earlier
a
one,
doubt
but I
in
think it's
hell
that last one.
absolutely.
So you're sick? Someone fled? No. No, it had to have been
In there the whole time.
Bro's fucking
It had to be.
mad.
It was in there
There's
before
so
the
much white
door was
noise.
unlocked.
Oh no, Toko blocked me! Because she has faith in her master.
When it comes to that, there's
Oh, the
not a
timer's
doubt
shorter
in
than
hell,
usual
though,
on this
it
one.
Absolutely.
So you're sick? Someone
Okay,
fled?
I
No.
think shoot
No,
around
it had to
here?
have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before.
Between all that white noise is crazy. My aim's gotten better.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Yaku's voice actor's doing a really good
Of
job in this
course,
chapter.
It came from the window you broke to get in. What
Because
about it?
he's like genuinely tweaking out in a way he has
Well,
never done
those
before.
pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can,
What?
and this proves it.
I've never seen that sprite of
It
him
shows
before.
that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result,
That's
the
a
protein
big
can
glass
wound up
bottle
in
of
the rec
poison.
room, and the bottle of poison
How could someone have
returned
snuck
to
that
the
out?
chem lab.
if that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its
No.
original bottle,
Surely
knowing
not.
exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility
Then why was the
is there?
protein can planted there and the bottle moved?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
I didn't want to believe
Then
it.
tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Wow.
Before we get to that,
Okay.
we need to
That-
clarify
whoa.
one other thing. We need
Thank
to
you.
establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
Mm-hmm.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
One who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. I still don't know what those blue stars are, by the way.
I got
Sakura?
it! I
No, I've been saying it since the beginning, but I didn't want to believe it.
Huh?
I mean, I've been saying it. I
Sakura
suggested the
apparently
idea, but it was pretty clear I didn't think that was
Poisoned
it.
herself? What are you talking
Yakuza got
about?
humbled.
There's no way.
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
We do? Oh, yeah, her shoe, duh.
Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
Oh, okay, thank you. But there weren't footprints in Section C. How do we prove that Sakura went to the poison section? Is this gonna be another? Oh my god!
You're a liar.
I actually don't know what evidence this is.
Just let it end already. You're a liar. Wrong. You're wrong. I hate you. You're a liar. What are you saying?
I hope you know I do all of these with like a tiny bit of delay now that I
don't
think
wanna
about
hear
it.
You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! I'm telling you, I did it! I hate you!
Are you just claiming to do it? Oh, I don't have any.
What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong!
Are you just saying that you did it so that you don't want to believe that she
Do you have
did?
any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
Source of the powder. Do I? That one. Yeah, that one. No, 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 no. It was right there. No, no.
I'm telling you, I did it! I don't want to hear it! You're a liar!
Well, yeah, the poison was in section A, so I guess it makes
You're
sense.
wrong.
Okay, final strike for real this time.
Do you
Yellow
have
powder.
any kind of proof Sakura?
This should prove it.
For real, there's 3. There's never been 2 before.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it?
It's more of a lime,
So
but
the
we'll
powder
go
we
with that.
found on Sakura. What else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there. where the
Oh,
powder
that
was
explains
spilled.
it. That's why it's on top of her shoe and not on the bottom. Yeah, that
So the
confused me.
person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing. Which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep.
There's so many bottles in this case. It's crazy.
Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section
Did not mean to
contains.
press that. What does that button even do? I guess it just explains everything.
No! It was me! The poison! Because...
Okay, Celeste.
Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
I killed her. The one that killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison, the unsolved mystery of the locked room. I don't want to say it. There's only one way to explain it. Select someone. It was Mondolo. No. I think I've joked before about picking a dead person for this, but I'm afraid I have to this time.
The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
You might believe that. I can see that.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything
I like that
matches
line.
up.
Byakuya. I feel like that was directed at
Sakura
Byakuya,
went
that
and
line.
got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room.
But she invited
She
other
drank
people
it.
there at noon.
All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because of course, Byakuya created it in secret. I can see that. Just like he did with Chihiro, messing with their
The locked
his
room
crime
mystery
scene.
was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did.
That makes sense.
She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath.
It's giving Liney couldn't have killed Cowl because Cowl killed Cowl. I don't know the context of this ball, but it is very
And the
similar.
empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, Someone grabbed the bottle and
But
snuck it
why?
out of the room.
Byakuya, just for the love of the
And that
game?
was you, wasn't
That
it,
was gonna be
Hina?
my next guess. Because clearly she has stuff she's hiding.
You did it to
'Cause
throw
you
off
didn't
the
wanna believe it was
investigation,
her.
didn't you? When they found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
Want me to press that?
That's when you picked up the bottle, right?
Jane Animations video, that's peak. That part became a meme, I didn't know that.
I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. I thought that was a little strange, but I didn't think about it much. I kind of just shrugged it off as, oh, she doesn't want to be
said you were
around
going to go get
Sakura's dead
everyone
body.
else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it?
And then she dropped the protein shake there when she came back.
Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was
The
kept.
bottle was already spilled by Sakura.
There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you
Isn't
grabbed
she
from
just
the
doing the
rec
thing
room.
that I usually do? Where's my manga thing, huh?
When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
I hate that this
And when you
explanation
were
finally
done,
makes everything
you
make
gathered
sense.
everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room,
Got everyone. What? Oh, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed. I see.
while everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body.
She should have been.
The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the
So did she
investigation.
know she was gonna do it in advance? I don't think so. She would have made sure she
As long as you
wouldn't.
could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death.
Even though it would result in everyone else dying.
That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The
My
footprints in the
Yuri.
powder and the bottle
Our
of poison,
Yuri.
vital pieces of evidence, and yet
So you're saying Tina consciously deceived us to make it look like she
Yeah,
killed
you got
Sakura?
deceived by, with love, one of the least smart people here.
No!
I think she's trying to deceive herself.
No! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough,
Far
Hina.
more than either
It's
of any of
over.
us.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is.
I think it really is this
Actually,
time.
No. You're right. We have
Please.
to end this properly.
We have to have a manga. Never mind, never mind. For a second I was like, maybe it wasn't suicide. Sakura, she got hit on the head by 2 people before doing it. That's the newspaper she's holding. And yeah, Byakuya getting his note. Toko shows up. Toko's actually kind of cute with how she's drawn here. I don't mind that. Hina. That's the locker. Kyoko's like, shout out to Kyoko for being the only person who's never been involved in one of these cases. Byakuya messed with Chihiro's crime scene. Hiro's been accused of a lot of stuff and he hit Sakura in this one. We were accused of Sayaka's murder. Hina messed with this one. Who's the other person who's still alive right now? So Byakuya, Hina, Hiro, me. And then Genocide Jill, obviously very relevant in the second one. And then everyone else is either like dead or executed. Kyoko's just the only one. She's just goated like that. I'm not sure exactly. Is this just when she gets into the locker? No, she gets in here. She sees her name on the newspaper. So I guess we're not including Hagakure's part in this. And then she wakes up. And then it's like, oh my gosh, Sakura's there. Still not sure how the blood was... No, this is when she got in the locker. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. I think this is her getting into the locker. Hagakure shows up, so why did she want to meet with them is the question. She gives him the candy. He gets scared because he's a fucking idiot. So at least I can't blame Hiro and Toko for her death, because it was going to happen anyway. He hits her on the head with it. Is that this one? I think it's that one. Is there another? There's another chess piece one, but this is the night. This is specifically the night. I just get flashbanged by Deltarune whenever I say the night. Oh, roaring night. He tries to blame it on Toko and runs away because he's a stupid fucking idiot. I'm very much exaggerating when I mean, I'm not saying it with true horrid malice in my heart. This is when she peeks out of the locker. What's that thing? Oh, that's which page we're on. I just can't see it because face cam. She puts it back. Hagakure getting the candy is just like a panel over here, right? Yeah. Putting it back upside down. She's a foolish fool. And then she sees Sakura. She gets scared. And she faints because of the blood. And then Sakura's being amazing and the best ever. And I love her so much. I love her so much. And then Genocide Jill wakes up. And Toko probably would have done the same thing, frankly. She grabs the bottle. And because she's still dazed, hits Sakura on the head. Because Sakura's not able to dodge it like she normally would. I think I'm getting it right the first time. Usually I struggle with these a little bit more. But I think I got this one. Toko is like, wahaha, I'm so evil. Let me clean some of this stuff up. And then skedaddle on out of there. And then she gets up again because she's just absolutely goated. Not sure where some of this blood went. Seriously though, where did some of that blood go? I guess this is when she picks up the poison. And then she drinks it like she always planned to. 3 of us, Hina, myself, and Kyoko show up. Hina's like darkened out like the murderer is, but Sakura counts as the murderer here, right? Like, no one's gonna die here, right? Hina, no one getting executed, right? Right? I hope. I don't think so. We're like, oh my gosh, Sakura's dead. We're not blaming Hina for this, right? Because Sakura killed herself. If we're killing someone, can it be Toko? Because, like, objectively, she's like a mass murderer. So, I don't feel bad about that one. Hina sees the bottle. She picks it up. Maybe that's what the one I placed down a moment ago is. No, yeah. I gotta switch these two. She notices it, picks it up, leaves, comes back. Everyone's around here. She pulls it out of her pocket, puts it on the ground.
This is exactly what happened.
This is exactly what happened.
This case began when Sakura.
I hate how fire this music is and how cute the art is when it's a fucking murder. But why?
Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others, Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
So much has happened in this trial. It's crazy. It's only been 2 hours since it
She
started.
crawled into the locker to get out of sight.
It is.
Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room.
I don't know. I still think Makoto was inside the locker. He did
Next
it
to
all
arrive
along.
was Hiro.
He set all of this up.
When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him. So
I
he
hate him
panicked.
slightly less for this now, because her death would have happened anyway. It's like, did she want them to watch her kill herself? Did she want to talk to them first? Probably
With
that.
that thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime.
So we had
He took
3
a
people who
magazine from
claimed
the
to
table
kill
and
Sakura,
forged a dying
but
message
she
from
actually did it
Sakura.
herself.
To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with
I
all
love how
the
there's
others.
panels of both of them running away in terror after thinking they killed Sakura.
But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack.
Yes, I Jill.
When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura. And she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there
Poor
were 2
Sakura.
wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive.
She's just goaded like that.
So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death?
I guess she just washed her own face off, but she was about to kill herself, so I don't know how much it
was the
matters
poison
how clean
that
you are.
Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath.
Sakura.
Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened.
But
Knew
why?
that she had committed
Did
suicide.
she just tell?
And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves. In an attempt to guide the trial to a false
Why
conclusion.
exactly?
And the one who went to all that effort
Is Hina.
was you, Hina. full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But
We stumped
Makoto,
him.
How did you manage to...
Ah.
How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
We're just built like that.
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
Working together with
You
Kyoko.
still haven't realized?
Power
We
friendship.
don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated.
Power friendship.
That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
At least no one else has to die. Unless Monokuma... I could see Monokuma just being like, well, it'd be boring if no one died, so we're gonna execute Hina. Probably not. But I could see him doing that. Mostly A's. Maybe an A-? Let's freaking go.
Okay.
Kyoko looks so smug,
We can
she
all
does.
agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
What if we're like
Oh,
not
yeah.
allowed to vote for dead
That's right.
people? I'm gonna crash
Seriously
out.
forgot? I can feel my energy
Monokuma, I feel like, has been a
draining
little
out of
quieter
me.
than usual this trial, but
Well,
he is usually
whatever.
pretty quiet.
You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta
I'm
do
like,
it.
we can vote for
Maybe you
Sakura,
don't
right?
want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully
I'm still stressed.
wrong one?
I want to be stressed about and sad about Sakura's death, but I'm too worried about the rest of us. Okay, we're good. We're good. If you do anything with her dead body, I'm gonna be mad.
Okay.
I think he's sad about it because he doesn't get to have an execution. I think that's why he's so sad. Every time you were saying Sakura couldn't have killed herself, I was just giggling. Yeah! In retrospect, I don't doubt that at all. I was really confident. I was like, surely she'd want to, like, challenge the headmaster and, like, help us make up for her wrongdoings. No. She killed herself. That's sad.
My entire
Okay, we're done here.
existence.
His entire existence.
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of
What are you
us.
thinking?
And yet why did you do that?
Don't be mean.
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why
You should have been the one
I couldn't
to
let her
die.
be the only one that died. He is so dramatic.
What?
You don't mean you were gonna take us all down with you? Hina felt silly. Yeah. We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We have to pay for our crimes. You're serious? That's...
What is this?
You still don't understand? Let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's how she knew. I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me, I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. It is. It absolutely is. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me,
I can't forgive
my closest
this.
friend got hurt. Sakura,
I...
because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Now it makes more sense. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them. It's okay, Sakura. You can say girlfriend. My thoughts exactly.
But,
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you.
Hina.
Please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy. You know, unironically, Sakura would really like Vinland Saga.
They're friends.
You know, I have no enemies. No one on this planet does. Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Why?
And yet... You trampled all over her feelings. And then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her. You have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hands.
Why?
That's how far you'd pushed her.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
She wasn't dead yet at the time Hina found her. Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you. Had she already drank it at this point? What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
Could I ask you to... Yeah, you got it. Just hang on, I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder, and that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura... So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura!
Please!
Let me in! Please, open the door!
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Hina. We killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner. We murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. That's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Whether it was her or Byakuya, Toko, Hiro, it didn't matter. Any of us would have been wrong. Sakura died hating all of us. I don't think that's true. I think she hated herself more than any of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets, but even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I can never face her after this.
Hey! Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but it's just taking so long! I'm about to fall asleep over here. Shut up, Monokuma. I'm like, this is like the most invested I have been in Danganronpa's characters pretty much since Chihiro. I mean, it's like, these are incredible. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking, because her and me...
In other words,
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
yes, indeed.
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this? Chapter 4 is so good. Didn't you say this is your favorite, or like maybe second favorite? It's probably my favorite so far. You would think it'd be chapter 2, because, you know, that's my favorite character, but... I don't know, this one is really good. It was like the one time where I was just genuinely lost up until the very end of the trial. I was just not sure who done it.
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But Hina already...
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. What? Normally, you're not supposed to interfere. Chapter 4 and 3 are my favorites. That sounds about right. Those are very good choices. I mean, any would be, but...
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
Huh?
What? Then... you lied to me?
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well now.
I can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. It didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... Bad Monokuma. Chapter 3 Loki isn't that good. I'm just a biased Celeste enjoyer and love her crash out. That's so valid. I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? I guess not. The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut.
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey!
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first
But
place?
hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, jeez. Talk about a buzzkill, says you. Alright, here we go. Ahem. My good friend Hina. There's something I have to tell you. Good friend. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be voice acted. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this while she's literally writing her suicide note, but she has so much aura right now. Like, writing it with, like, the Japanese brush, kneeling down at the table, all in darkness. Like, that's aura. At least the note isn't on a Cookie Monster magnet. Shut the fuck up. It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me. Oh. Okay, hold on. What was the first line? I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. There's something I have to tell you. This is my final wish. As you know, I've been giving information to the one who imprisoned you here. It was our first night in this strange school the mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
She is so peak. So is this voice acted or not? Pick. You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, As I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise.
I'm so proud of her.
No longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. So the original reason the mastermind wanted a spy was just because they thought the first murder would take longer. They wanted to get things started. But then Sayaka had other ideas. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic? Or just moronic? Hina and Sakura.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
Of succumbing to the mastermind. I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
Sayaka felt silly. But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with me just accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me.
That's what really pushed her over the edge. When Hina was attacked by Toko.
Which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
So she defied the mastermind until the end. My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
But this way, she feels she can take responsibility. Not to mention, instead of a murdered and an executed, it's just a murdered. I have an obligation to get the situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. And my dojo will be safe, and above else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I'm not about to cry, you are. You are. I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us. I didn't think she did for a second.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting? To protect us?
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that. Or should, for the record.
However,
But also, like, in this very specific situation, it's like, it was gonna end with someone killing someone else, and then them getting executed, or everyone else getting executed. So it's like, at least from a utilitarian perspective, it's like, one is less than two. I'm not saying that I don't know. I don't know.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry. But please, don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. If Hina had seen the real suicide note, I feel like she would have acted a lot differently during this case. And you can use this note to bring to the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. And that's why Monokuma stepped in, to keep the trial interesting. Simple as that. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
But...
This is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close and still...
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was, like, totally pointless.
Oh.
She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly hit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
I'm wondering if even Byakuya is going to change after this this trial. First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
What?
Because she made us remember, we're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred. Monokuma, shut up. For real. I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody can blame Hina either.
Ooh-hoo.
I think the real deciding factor here is Byakuya. I feel confident the other four of us are gonna want to be friends and stuff through this. Toko just follows whatever Byakuya does, so we just need to convince him. If we can do that, maybe we can somehow stop the murders. But I'm not so foolish as to think that the game's halfway over and no one else is gonna get murdered by each other. But there is the 16th student has got to come into play here soon, because Monokuma's gonna get bored soon. Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered, because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else. What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go. But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember? Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that. Ah, lovely Byakuya. You understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. So we didn't get through to him. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game? Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it. What's going on here? Now I only have one thing to look forward to.
Clear.
And that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya! Does that mean? Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking. Wherever Master goes, I go. And if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone!
Hey,
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death held no meaning? How boring. Nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time? Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me to punish
That's the
you
moment you've
guys?
all been waiting for. Punishment time. You're not gonna do anything to Sakura's corpse, are you? That is, I mean, it's not like that's a first for him, but that is so inhumane.
What?
Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna...
But...
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh, heavens no. Just because the Blackened is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever old student I want. Okay, I was still like a little worried for Hina there. Only a little bit. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the bear times one rule. Bear times one rule? Where I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste. So, for my special punishment, I've prepared a special guest. A special guest?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
He found out about alter ego. Why does Monokuma look kind of ripped up there? Excavator Destroyer. He just sat there smiling, no idea what was happening. That was kind of our last hope. I can't say I'm shocked he found out about him, but... I don't think Byakuya ever knew what alter ego was. Things were looking up for once! You suck, man! You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk! I feel like I had something else I was gonna say, and then I immediately forgot it. It probably wasn't important. Whew, that really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at. I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, broiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence. Grilled is where it's at. Okay, this might be the worst thing Monokuma has ever said. Fried chicken is the best. I mean, if we're excluding, like, Asian chickens. Asian chickens are the best, but fried? Oof, fried is so good. I think Asian chickens are fried, actually. At least they are where I work. I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this. I had to, oh yeah, that's the thing I was gonna say. I had to watch my favorite die twice. I had to watch Chihiro die twice. What the fuck? I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. You might have heard that. That was thunder. Hello, thunder. So, it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend! How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
Huh? You're friends with a laptop? It's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? Shut the hell up! He wasn't just a laptop, he was our friend. And you killed him. Is that what you call animism? Where a soul dwells within all things? Even like laptops? For real. Well, you can call it whatever you like. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things out all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So, you finally noticed him.
Actually...
Finally? No, I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all gonna play out from the start. I think this feeling is called despair. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
Yep.
Well, I mean, the data in that laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift. From me to you. Or maybe more like a reward, in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So of course I didn't care if you got access to it. But sneaking into the network was just too personal, so I had to do a little, you know, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed. Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel 1,000,000,000 times better.
Very
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, His death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this. Holy moly, you're super mad. Like, just unreasonably upset.
Well?
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
Yeah, there's still a bit more left of Sakura's note.
Huh?
Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go. Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly. One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like you to tell the others. I'm gay. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mysteries of this school. But he's intentionally letting us let us hear it, so...
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, and so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... And then he's gonna cut off. Yeah, I'm not shocked about that. There had to have been a very particular reason he swapped out her note for a fake one. I don't think he would do something like that just to make the trial more interesting. Perhaps he would have, but... Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today. What? We could just stop at the most important bit. It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even freaking know, huh? That's the whole point, stupid. It's to get back at all you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note. Like I'd never let any of you greaseballs have it. But
Too bad.
sucks for you, loser. Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note. And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard. No matter what. And that's seriously it. Huh? Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die? She'll fight you? Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say?
Well?
Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try to get some rest, you know. Maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. You sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long, think hard. I'm sure whatever our next motive is, it's gonna be one that at least Monokuma thinks is a compelling one. Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was all that about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of this school. You know what's really important? What the fuck am I gonna put in the thumbnail of the next video? Because usually, I put, when someone dies, they go in the next thumbnail. And then, you know, when someone gets executed, they go in the next thumbnail. Because I won't get spoiled looking up images of them. Unless I'm an idiot like I was with Chihiro. But usually I don't get spoiled. What am I supposed to do for the next one? I might just do Sakura again. I might do Makoto. I don't know. I might use the picture of Sakura or farming. I won't be a fool and get spoiled, though. The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You.
What did you do? What did you do to my body? I thought that was just Kyoko in particular, but it's all of us.
Ooh.
What?
Hey.
Answer me. What did you do to my body? The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? Kyoko might have an idea. I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb at us or something? If we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off? And the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and Dragon Ball Z, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that. You can acknowledge them, actually. You probably should.
Yo.
So the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone.
What?
So now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there other than to head back up?
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's get out of here. But I am 7 nuclear missiles. Hina must still feel responsible. Dial that ego a bit, girl. This kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would have never lost to that kind of challenge. Yeah, because I'm here. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up. He's kind of agreeing to work with us, so just let him be a little egotistical for now. Seriously. I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. But then, I'll try.
Huh?
But that totally wasn't normal, right? Shut up.
No, 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 no!
Shut up, Jill! What are you talking about? That's not what's happening. Why'd I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right, I called you a sleazeball. Hina, shut up, he's kind of working with us. Apparently, you still have a death wish. Oh, more biting sarcasm. No wonder you don't have any friends.
No, 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 no!
Hey, stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want the abuse, give and take. Me! I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. That ending stressed me out a little bit. And so Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck up on us. So Sakura killed herself as a way to get everyone to stop fighting, so that only she would have to die because she felt responsible for causing this fighting and for hurting Hina. Her death won't be in vain. Even Byakuya is working with us now, albeit just because he's bored and he wants to take down the mastermind simply because they thought that they could control him.
As such, it is officially night.
Even Byakuya is kind of working with us. Even if Alter Ego was killed, there might be some hope left.
Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked. And entry
So
at that
surely
point is
the boys'
prohibited.
second floor bathroom, the secret room in there is
Okay then.
blocked off now,
Sweet
surely.
dreams, everyone. Good night.
That's
Sleep
my
tight.
assumption.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
It's progress. Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. I cannot remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep, but the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. Wake up. Deltarune. It's today. Yesterday Deltarune was tomorrow, and today Deltarune is today. Wake up. Kyoko? The voice dragged me from deep slumber into hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead. The 16th student? No, it is Kyoko!
Kyoko?
Yes, it's me.
Huh? Kyoko?
Is she gonna try and kill
I
us?
said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
Yeah, aren't our rooms locked? For the record, I didn't think she was here to try and kill us. But it's just something you always have to be scared of. What are you doing here?
True.
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. But why are you waking us up? Hi, Kyoko. Wait, my door. It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked? Are you serious? Always. You don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised. Valid point. What time is it?
Correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. It's 3 a.m.? Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? I hadn't even, dude, my left Joy-Con is like cold because I've just had it set down for a while because I haven't needed to use the joystick. Oh, shit. I've just been pressing A and occasionally R to make it go auto for a while. It's so late. What happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor I need to ask. What's your favor?
So...
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? And Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered, The data center on the 4th floor. Was that a locked room? What?
Goodbye.
I'll meet you there. Without another word, she was gone. What the? Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head. The data center? But I thought it was locked. Alright, Kyoko. I'm scared because, I mean, I know I've been saying that, oh, Kyoko's totally gonna survive until the end. But I could, oh, I can't teleport right now, cool. But perhaps I was a little too quick to say that. It could definitely be a situation where Monokuma does something to try and influence someone else to kill her. Because she's a problem. I made my way into the after-hours school and headed for the data center on the 4th floor. Eventually, I wound up there, but when I arrived, Kyoko's not here. That's weird, she said she'd meet me. Kyoko really does like to just show up. Is she maybe inside already? I put my hand to the door and with a certain amount of force, it didn't open. I tried again, but it must be locked. What was it Kyoko said? The data center on the 4th floor. Oh, hi. Oh ho, what are you doing up, mister? I'm not surprised he's watching us. Gah! Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know? Oh, well, you're trying to tell me you didn't actually bust in yet, right? But I can see that you don't. Don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself. You look like you might break in any second, so I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or are you gonna try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something? No, nothing like that. It's 3 o'clock in the morning for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know? Stop being weird and go back to bed. What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket? Kyoko? Now you too?
You guys?
Whatever. The two of you just get back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
Sure, you got it. Come on, Makoto. Let's head back. What?
Hey,
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
shall we go?
Don't worry about it. Let's just go. Okay. Yeah. Go on, get out of here. Shoo. Okay. So we left and went back to our rooms. And then...
Goodbye.
Hold on. Listen, what was all that about just now? She woke me up, made me go to the data center, which just so happened to be locked. And then she shows up late and we leave without checking a single thing. What was the point of all that? Don't worry about it. Kyoko the communicator ever, I think. She really is. Was this to find something out? She must, I don't know what, but she must have found something out. I figured that would be the end of our conversation, just like always, but...
Goodbye.
Well then, good night. Sure. And then that was over. As I turned to leave...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
The 16th student, surely. Maybe that's her ultimate communicator! Yes, this is Kyoko. Does he know that name? Kyoko was right next to me once again, whispering into my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
The 16th student. Lying hidden somewhere
16th student! Finally! God, it's just been so long.
The one they call the ultimate despair.
Ultimate despair.
Watch out for her.
Of course. I love Danganronpa. This is still my first time playing, even though it's been out for a while. Watch out for her. Definitely didn't think that was a dude name. I'm sorry, women. Chapter 4, All-Star Apologies. The end. Surviving students. 7? Guys! He went down to 6 and then up to 7! I hope you all unsubscribe. Make sure to dislike the video and unsubscribe! You received the altar lump present. Yeah, what the heck was that? I was so confused by that. I guess it's just what he mashed Chihiro into. It's the only thing left of Alter Ego. Mukuro Ikusaba, the the 16th student lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her. I had that copied and ready. Oh, hell yeah. Dude, how did Kyoko figure that out? What was the... Why not just tell him in the room? Was it to make it less suspicious to the mastermind? Was it because the room was such a small area that, like, the microphones would have been able to pick up on it for sure? Like...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
How does she know this? As usual, we'll go like a couple minutes into this chapter and then stop.
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko told me to watch out for her. Mukuro Ikusaba. That was 3 days before the next incident. Kyoko just likes being extra. She freaking does. Well, we have a number. It's 3 days until the next incident. 3 days before we would be faced with another murder. Oh! Okay. We're just hopping into it. 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. That was definitely the same person who attacked Makoto and presumably Mukuro. The worst thing yet. What the hell? 100-mile dash. Pain of a junk food junkie. Pain of Hina, presumably. In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining hall. Spoilers, for real! So, let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, you didn't make small talk or anything. We never just get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Jeez, how high is that horse of yours? Dude, I gave it so much crack cocaine, you have no idea.
Well?
He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. I mean, low-key, probably. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. I hate to say it, but it's true. Him and Kyoko. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder.
In the name of my
And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them.
Huh?
Hey, Toko, you've been pretty quiet. You're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. Gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom.
What's your deal?
She didn't snap back at you. Is there a chance she actually feels guilty for kind of... Well, no, yeah, no, she kind of did cause Sakura's death, in a way. She was part of it. Does she feel guilty about that? Or is she trying to change? Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission. That makes more sense. What? If she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I'm fine with that. I don't care.
How about that?
And you're okay with that, Toko? Jeez, how low is that rock you're hiding under? I believe this is the small talk Byakuya warned us against.
Come on.
And yet, I let myself get involved. But it is now finished. We'll never allow you to drag me down to your level again.
Let's go.
We're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouths and start moving your legs. Pressured by an obviously irritated Byakuya, we all started our exploration. And that exploration will be carried out in the next episode of Danganronpa. But this was my favorite one yet. This trial was amazing. Just like the genuine, just unsureness of who it could possibly be. The Hina, Toko, Byakuya, suicide. I really didn't think it was suicide, but I suppose it made sense why she did in the end. And we need to make the most of our situation. We can't let her death be in vain. Mukuro Ikusaba, I believe was her name. Yeah, I can check the chat for it to double check, but that is it. I was right. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The ultimate despair. And from what it seems like, the one who will get murdered in 3 days' time. I'm sure we'll find their corpse sometime next episode, and it's worrying, because it's like, I thought we were all gonna work together. How does this person die? How does she... We'll find out then, and I'm sure fall into an even greater despair. No, I killed Sakura. How could you say this? I know it was really me who did it. Oh, this is gonna become like a copy pasta now. I love it. Gosh, it's just like the end of Mr. Peabody and Sherman. I wanna make that an edit now. I might do that because I think that'd be really funny. If you killed Sakura, then I killed Sakura too. I killed Sakura too. I probably won't, but I might. It's a funny thought. Alright, that's been it for this episode of Danganronpa. It's going to be probably a few weeks until the next one, because Deltarune tomorrow! Ugh, I'm a little bit excited for Deltarune tomorrow. Deltarune at probably, yeah, no, it should be at like 10:45 Eastern, like 15 minutes before the chapter actually comes out at 11. I'm fairly confident it's at 11. Hold on, let me go to the Deltarune website. I want the website to show that it's Deltarune tomorrow. Deltarune.com, except my keyboard didn't type in the words T and R. Fuck you. Deltarune.com. There we go. Deltarune. Releasing in 20 hours, 49 minutes, and 10 seconds on June 24th. 2026. June 25th in Japan, Australia, and New Zealand. If I know how to do my math, that's in 20... Okay, that is 11. I was already sure it was 11, but now I'm like mega sure it's 11. So at like 10:45 tomorrow, Eastern, be there for Deltarune, and then be there on Friday, and then for something on Sunday. Deltarune in the morning, or Date Everything in the afternoon. Excuse me. And then probably about a week, maybe 2 at most, after I finish Deltarune Chapter 5, we will get back into Danganronpa. It feels good actually like playing a significant amount of this game, and not just one chapter every half a year now. Now we finished 4, we finally finished 2 in like a decently close period of time. I would like to finish the game before summer ends. I would like that. I think that would be awesome. That would be, like, I think a little bit over a year. And then realistically, future games would probably just be a year. Or at least close to it. So we can finish Danganronpa this decade. I'm really looking forward to it. We have 6 or... I'm not even trying to make a 6-7 joke here. We have 6, but 7 people still alive? It sounds like it is actually going to be 7. Maybe I'll finish the first game this year. I definitely will. I definitely will. If I don't, that would be kind of... crazy, but I should. Obviously Makoto is still alive. He's the main character. Byakuya's alive. Hiro's alive. Kyoko's alive. Hina's alive. Toko's alive. And the 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in the school, the one they called the Ultimate Despair, is alive. If I'm doing my math, usually the past 2 chapters have been exceptions to this, but usually 2 people die in every chapter. So if this is chapter 5, there'll be 5 left after this one, and then after chapter 6, there will only be 3 people left. So if there's 7 chapters, which I feel like there are, because it said we're halfway through, partway through Trial 4. So that'd make me think there's 7 chapters. I was already pretty sure there were 7, but now I'm like really sure that there's 7. But there'd only be, if I'm doing my math right, which I definitely am, there's only be 3 people left there. Kyoko, Makoto, and Byakuya, presumably. Not definitely, but presumably. And I guess that could... 3 people is barely enough to do a trial with. No, I guess it'd be 4 people during the trial. And then one of them gets executed. And 4 people is definitely enough for a trial. So yeah, no. The game does seem like it's gonna have 7 chapters. So that's 3 more. It does sound like the space between murders is gonna be shorter, because, you know, you can only spend your free time with, like, 5 people at this point. So they can't just keep you for, like, nearly a week in-game until the next murder. As we know now, it'll only be 3 days until someone wearing that mask gets killed. Is it the 16th student? Are they the one who murdered them? Where is Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in the school, the one they call the Ultimate Despair, hiding? We will find out the answer to those questions, and hopefully more, next episode of Danganronpa. For now, gamers, this has been Flamin' Gamin' 7. Because I made a 6-7 joke today, make sure to dislike and unsubscribe. And remember, kids, eat your green vegetables.